you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Battle. Petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't with swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame players.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Shoves him away. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This take it in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Niners at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to try and throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Miles Jack with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Pound and pound, baby. Let's go.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Takes it to about the 37. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Here we go, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Hands it off out of the gun. A solid stiff arm. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the tackle by Kalen Barnes.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 15 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. This pass finds McCaffrey going across the middle. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Lance to throw it. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Lance now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 141 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the jump. 18 Rattler.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cards, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 coming. 11 coming. 11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On line, ready?
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On one, ready?
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a... He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down from a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Burrow looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So this has been like a tennis match. It's back and forth. Both these offenses have no way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, 52 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Burrow on play action. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
11-90.
another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack on first down, Burrow going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. But they like what they saw in that first half.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On one, ready? 11, 18, 10.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Buckles on target. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd down, Burrow. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
Let me tell you, if you're running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. To Mixon on the check down. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 41, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And some room to roam now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Well, this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
12.
To throw, Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, ready?
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Surprised right here. They get 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mahomes. And that is is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. Mahomes.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it.